In the graceful world of debate, two people engage in a formal discussion on a particular topic. Opposing arguments are put forward with crep, or composure, rationality, elegance, and precision. Each side attempts to strengthen their own credibility or ethos, while attempting to weaken the credibility of their opponents. At the same time, they can undermine their own argument by not watching their apples. Apples of crep, that is. These careless mistakes include insulting the opponent, characterizing the opponent's own argument for easy pickings, emotionally manipulating the judges, jumping to conclusions, or just dismissing the argument entirely. This art can be compared to a fencing match, with each move deliberate, and any well-placed strike or misplaced step ending the match. But what happens when there's a draw in the debate? Do they just go home? No, of course not. According to the National Debaters Rulebook, if the debate is inconclusive, then the opponents must enter a second fight. A fight to the death. This is where elegance and composure are thrown out the window and replaced with pure strength and bloodshed. Here, only the gods can decide your fate. Why, hello there, Thomas. Hello there, Tom. What seems to be the problem? Back to the Clementine mini-orange debate again? Oh, when will you boys ever learn? After 3 years of arguing, you should have figured out that there is no possible way of determining the victor with mere words. I mean, look at it. There's no way of telling if that's indeed a clementine or a very small orange. Not even science can answer this. Well, don't just stand there. Grab a sword. Well then, before you hack away at each other like two blind lumberjacks in an orphanage, certain arrangements must be made. Before the duel can begin, you must appoint judges who will determine the victor. These can be friends or random people snatched off the street. All that matters is that they record who is the victor in this debate to the death, and to contact the undertakers once the duel is complete. Once the judges have confirmed that the argument cannot be settled with mere discussion, they raise their respective chalices. This signals for the fight to begin. And just like that, the duel has begun. Thomas is at a clear advantage. Not only is his body built like a steroid-filled baby child from Sparta, but his Ethos logo shield provides excellent protection. However, Tom is just plain stupid, and as any patriotic American knows, stupidity trumps logic every time. Tom appears to be taking a hostile approach, as he opens with a false authority swing, using his dad to support his claims. Thomas bats aside with a rebuttal, reminding Tom that corpses can't be scientists. Then he attempts to strike his childhood friend with quick, strong authorities like scientists, botanists, and Clement Rodier, which misses Tom by the skin of his teeth after Tom tries to turn around with a non-sequitur slash, somehow linking calling the citrus a clementine to global warming. And that concludes round 1. Thomas in the right corner is confident that he will win, so he demands triple sec. But because of those commie bastards and their drinking laws, he has to settle for regular orange juice with a touch of brandy. Strangely enough, Tom in the left corner is also confident. This can be indicated by his attempts to rile up a crowd that is not there. He forgoes the orange juice and goes straight to the brandy. Now the judges slam their chalices on the table to indicate the beginning of round 2. Tom moves in for an experimental pathos jab to the throat, reminding Thomas that Tom's father died of mini-oranges. But the heartless Thomas swats it away with his own logo shield bash, explaining that Tom's father was indeed allergic to clementines. Oh no, it appears Tom is enraged, and in his blind fury he has drifted into the infamous ad hominem fighting style. He begins by accusing Thomas's mother of being a prostitute, and then jaggedly follows that with a "you failed 3rd grade" slash, and continues by calling Thomas a commie. Oh dear, it appears Thomas is also flustered. Desperate to escape the blind thrashing from his opponent, he tosses Timmy in like a straw man to distract him. Much to the judge's pleasure, the fight is turning into a circus, as Tom's sword has been replaced with a baguette. Tom proceeds to beat Timmy with the baguette. Realizing what he has done, Tom falls to the ground in grief. Thomas sees his opportunity and goes in for the kill. He decapitates his friend with the classic irrefutable evidence chop. Now we go to the judges for their verdict. Hold on, there seems to have been a violation somewhere in the fight. Oh yes, it appears as if Thomas has used a Chicago format shield instead of an MLA format shield. This brazen insult to the rules means that this debate must be thrown out with no victor, and Thomas must be executed for his ignorance. But as my ex-wife once said, if decapitating your childhood friend isn't a victory, then I don't want to win. And there you have it, folks. Thanks to this civil solution, the art of rhetoric is preserved. And they said the pen was mightier than the sword. Join us next time for Blood, Sweat, and Chainsaws, a medical guide on pediatric cardiology.